feel like they're going to go to the air in a second. Again, remember, when T-Dap was playing with Elroy, he controlled the offense. Nothing new here, so he's just going right back to work. Oh. And as I say that, he gets sacked.
Shout out to everybody in the chats. We see you guys. We're doing the heads up chat on the Mixer chat. So if you wanna jump in, you wanna join the conversation, make sure you hop over to mixer.com/Snoop Dogg. That's the chat that we're reading. We know that you guys are also watching on Facebook Live, and Twitch, and I'm missing one. Yeah, YouTube.
Gotcha.
YouTube.
All right, so 2 big sacks there, timeout called, and it looks like Eric V will get another opportunity here.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was close.
Ooh.
Oh, it was close.
Yeah, that one almost died on the one. That's not what you want.
Yeah. You could see that they forced him to step up and let that bounce, and Eric V, it pays off for him. They start at the 20.
Now,
1.
You got something that we can see here in the studio that they can't see at home. You'll notice on the side of Eric V, so with Eric V, SAG, and Tecmo Bowl, those guys have really just kind of zoned in. They're in their headsets. They're in their own zone, right? Yeah. But on the side with T-Dap, like T-Dap and Trip and Ethan, those guys have constant communication. Almost every play, those guys are actually going over and communicating. And you could say the communication has been key.
But it's not key on this play. Eric V taking this one to the house. Saquon Barkley, does he got it? Who dove? What a big run here. And again, just asking the question, is anyone going to throw the ball? Not necessary. There's Young Sag the bully popping off.
Now, we haven't heard Young Sag the entire time, and now finally, as he ties the game up, there we go, all tied up, 14-14, getting ready to go into halftime, just about 30 seconds remaining. Now, D-Gon, what will be more impressive, that was a great run.
Yeah, it was.
That was a great run. Could we see a touchdown from T-Dap, Trip, and Ethan before that?
Yeah, we always could, but again, remember, they had the ball at the 2-minute warning on the 45, and they had to punt. They had 3 plays that went backwards, so I like this defense right now of Eric V with only 29 seconds.
So this could be a very interesting possession.
Nice little chunk of change
it
there.
breaks. Almost broke free there.
1, 2, 3, 4 tackles? What the heck? Kyle Juszczyk, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was stupid.
That was stupid.
Yeah. 24 seconds. It's really good field position here. Much better than what I thought. You can go for the field goal here, not extra point, field goal here, and take a lead going into halftime. Remember, they don't have to
take it to the outside.
God.
One good step.
The trap! And he gets tripped up by the ankles. That was awesome.
My God. Look at the way that he lowered the shoulder and just said, "Sit down."
Oh my gosh, that was so sick. You could see again he lined up the hit stick there. And now we go and he's able to break through. Another.
But he was able to stay on his feet and pick up like another 4 yards, though.
So 11 seconds left. No timeouts. You got to throw here, but we've seen sacks instead. Very conservative call. They're going to go for the field goal here. Good call if they make it. And they'll go into the halftime with the lead, not getting the ball back. Here we go. It's up. And
that's going to sail right through the uprights, and just like that, going into halftime, these guys are probably, assuming that there isn't a nice run back for a touchdown, they're probably going to be nursing a nice 3-point lead.
Yeah, should be good here. But again, what a drive. Able to turn it around. And again, it goes back to that Kyle Juszczyk run back where he broke 4 tackles and started at the 42.
All right, so here's the real question. You're going to start the ball in your own 20. You have 7 seconds. Are you just going to throw out a running play, or do you take one shot at going downfield with one bomb?
I think you run the ball here. Just run the ball, see if that'll get you a big yardage here. Because not because it's a give-up play, but that's what's worked for you. Oh, no running back. Oh, one running back. So, yeah, it's pretty far off. You get a run here, you get yourself 15 yards and down to call the timeout, and then throw a bomb later. I think I heard him say, I'm running it. Keep an eye for it. You can see we're going to follow along with Eric V yet. Gail Sayers goes down early.
Gets brought down in the backfield.
Yep.
They're going to have enough time to get that timeout in?
No, they don't want to.
Not able to get there.
All right.
So going into the half, 17-14, led by the team T-Dap, Trip, and Ethan.
Yeah.
Barely hanging on, though. It was got a little dicey there for a second.
Yeah, you know, we've seen first halves be close before, and I feel like that's been teams making mistakes. In this game so far, 3v3, this feels like evenly matched here. It's been fun to watch Eric V and T-Dap control their offenses and take their time getting off field.
Oh, no! Big mistake there!
Oh, man, don't do that to my boy Champ Bailey. Oh, Champ Bailey.
Oh, but gets bailed out. Gets bailed out. Usually you get punished for something like that. Able to get it back out to the 15.
Yeah, decent start there. Again, that was weird. You don't normally see returners drop kicks like that. Weird.
You know, that's part of that algorithm where Madden says, hey, you know, occasionally in real life you would drop a ball. You got to do that. It's not like when you're playing, what's that game where with the knights in the building?
Knights in the building?
Yeah.
You tell me, dog.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not going to say that damn game name.
But, you know, in that game, if you shoot,
it might hit.
X equals Y.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like that in Madden. It's like you throw, maybe you catch, maybe you don't.
All right, well, right now, catching no yards there. Gale Sayers, no first down. So 3rd and 2 to kick things off for the team that's trailing.
All right, Degon, so how important is this possession right now for the team of Eric B., Young Sag, and Tecmo Bowl? Down by 3, start of the 3rd quarter. This is where you really need to start turning things around because you don't want to give up the ball here and then allow the other team to score a touchdown. Now you find yourself in the 2 possessions down.
That's true. Yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head. You don't want to go down 2 possessions. The saving grace here is that we've seen this team that has the ball right now with Eric V., we've seen them stop T-Dap in his offense before, so that's going to be a big difference there.
Oh, that's a big drop back by Vic.
Yeah.
Vic, barely able to get that one off.
Yeah, the game doesn't count, and in football, it doesn't count the pocket once you drop so far back. It doesn't matter whether you're within the tackles or not. So he's able to throw it away even though he's kind of still inside the tackles. But that was scary. As soon as he started to sprint backwards, I was like, no, you don't want this play anymore.
You know, and that's what, when you see later on in the season when people have level 98, level 99 teams, that's the thing you'll see a lot with Vic. You'll see Vic drop back 10, 15, sometimes 20 yards so he can bomb it downfield. And there's that running game just wide open.
Yeah.
It's almost like no one has an answer to stop the run right now.
That's true.
On either side of the ball.
That was a big 4th down. That was 4th down. They decided to go for it. And being able to get that throwaway in was huge there for Eric V. Keeps the ball. And as you said, this very important first drive here still alive. This is good blocking. Whoa! That was a big user block there. Oh, no.
So nice jump. Gets tripped up. Brings him down enough in speed that he finally gets tackled here.
So
now, he tripped over his own feet.
Yeah, so it actually got a shout out young Sag here. The bully getting in there with a great lead block. I don't think Eric V thought that block was going to be there, so he did a truck stick. That's why it looked like he tripped. He trucked nothing. But big props to young Sag getting a huge block there. Another run. Oh, slides one. Could have been a fumble there. You saw
almost.
The ball was...
You saw I got one hand on the ball.
Yeah.
Almost able to rip it free. Fortunately, got down in time and was able to hang on to it.
Yeah, the big thing about this tournament that we're starting to figure out is that this is like, you got to be a Madden lover right now, especially if you're on offense. You're seeing Young Sag, you're seeing Tecmo Bowl control the different blockers to lead block for Eric V. Like, you really have to understand your football, understand who you're blocking, what your assignment is. Start off with the pass.
Oh, look at Vic. Vic, it's just so much time. Oh! Almost a pick. You can see how bad they wanted it.
Yeah, and on the screen there, you see Eric V shaking his head. He was yelling on the throw across, Sag, wake up. Young Sag, stop playing. He got used to blocking. He's not used to running routes right now.
Yeah, you know. But that's Eric V again, taking that coaching role. He said, hey, you know what, I'm going to be the leader on this team. They all have defined roles. You know, the bully is known for what he's done to other people. However, Eric V's like, hey, he's the more quiet, more reserved of the team, but with great leadership skills.
Yeah. Oh, nice play action there. But look, the A's covered. I think he's got to throw this one away. He meant to throw it away. He ends up diving here, and it's a loss of 3 yards.
That's a fumble.
It's a fumble and goes out of bounds, lots of 3 yards. I think they're going to have to punt this one away. This is big.
Very interesting animation there.
Yeah, not 100% sure. He switched hands to prepare for the stiff arm and then dives, and the ball just kind of comes out. That was weird. Untouched.
You know, sometimes. I don't remember seeing Mike Vick ever do that, but you know, maybe.
Vic had a lot of turnovers during his day. Madden, not so much, but in real life, again, we remember his highlight plays because they were so dynamic. But some days he'd go out, score 4 touchdowns, have 3 picks, and they would like win in a shootout, 37 whatever.
This is true.
Who'd they have? They had Warwick Dunn, T.J. Duckett.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Just flexing the.
Nice.
Just a little
the
bit.
old NFL brain right there.
Yeah. Again, that's the first time we've seen the run to the outside not get yards. There's not a lot of lanes that you can run through from this shotgun position. Either you go through the tackles or you go around the outside, and that's the first time we've seen the corner step up and make a tackle.
Dion, you know what that reminded me of? The crossover that we've seen recently between esports and gaming and celebrity.
Yeah.
I was just watching Ballers last night.
Yeah.
And Ballers actually had Team Liquid.
Yeah.
And who else did they show?
Was it Echo Fox?
I don't know if Echo Fox was in there, but I know they showed Team Liquid for sure. But showing the NFL and esports and gaming and League of Legends.
Yeah. That's my realm. It's cool to see. It was a big moment in League to have those celebrities and have those kind of personalities come on out and see what the buzz is over in Santa Monica, where the LCS studios, where they play League of Legends. And it's cool to be a part of right now. It's like a cool thing everyone wants to be a part of, see where it's going. And that's one of the things about video games. It transcends culture. It transcends different barriers.
Definitely unites us all. I mean, when you look around this room, you have, someone who's a legend, a living legend, Snoop Dogg, is sitting around playing Xbox with his buddies.
Yeah.
And of course, our group just keeps growing. We bring in new friends. We got the Taylor Gang in here now.
Yeah.
We welcomed in Tecmo Bowl. We got Big Face here for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, the GGL is just growing.
Yeah.
Because what it is about is it's about the unity of gameplay.
It
and
is.
the competitive nature of all these guys and just saying, hey, everyone here wants to be the best.
Oh, yeah. By a lot. I mean, these guys are so freaking competitive about everything. It's a lot of fun to watch and display, especially in something like Madden where game doesn't really lie,
Well, sometimes it lies.
Sometimes it lies.
Sometimes it lies.
You got a winner and a loser at the end of the day. How about that?
This is true. There definitely is someone who wins and someone who loses.
Oh, nice. In route, we haven't seen a lot of these in routes quite yet. It's been deep routes, or we've seen a zag from the outside where you cut in and then go back out. So nice little pass over the top as we head over to the fourth quarter. No points.
Oh no, Mika, here's the thing. So I was there earlier, so I know what this means. So when they say put the 4s up, so that actually is a cue in one of these teams. Now I'm not going to say what team that is, but that's a certain play call for one of the teams. We're going to see if this team actually goes with it.
All right. Got to whisper that so you guys watching the stream, you're getting that inside information because everyone's right here. Everyone got here.
Yeah, some people think like they're just saying things, but like some of these are actually like undercover play calls that are happening.
All right.
They've already worked out with their team. Like, hey, if you hear me say yeehaw, then that means that we're running a deep route. But, yeah. There we go. Shout out to Yeehaw. Yeehaw, the official mascot of Elroy Denard Jetson.
All right, 4th down, 4th and 1. You're at the 50, at the 49.
Oh, what do you do in this situation?
You go for it, baby. How often have you seen TDAP not gain yards on a run? You've seen him gain 2 yards, but you've never seen him gain 0 yards.
This is true. This is true.
And if you're going to go win, you got to push it. You got to push for it here. That's exactly what they're going to do.
But if you're going to get a stop, if you're the team of Eric V, this is where you need a stuff.
Yeah, I think you're thinking it's a run stop here. But as you can see from the offense, might be a little different. They're going with the pass.
Oh! Monster interception! And that's on the daylight zone. Can he shake him? He shakes him and goes to the house.
Oh! We've been saying Tecmo Bowl, we don't know who he is, and he comes up huge on defense.
Tecmo Bowl may have just turned it around for the team of Eric B. Young Sag. Just right there.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Welcome back. Welcome to the league, young man.
And as the kick sails through the uprights, here's why that's important, guys. They're not up 3. Now they're up 4, which means on the team of T-Dap, Trip, and Ethan, they need to score a touchdown in order to still be in this thing.
Oh, here we go. Snoop coming on down. Got the bag there. And again, that was huge there. Tecmo Bowl was... We were saying on offense, they're just kind of blocking right now for Eric V, but Tecmo Bowl coming up huge.
Hey, but that's what I said. I said, he could be the secret weapon. They're like, hey, we know when we're going to need you. We know when we can unleash you. And that surprised all of us.
And you go back to the 4th down call. I don't think it's a bad call to go for on 4th down, but your running game has not been broken. That could have happened, but you go with the pass there. It didn't quite work out. One thing to note, almost all the runs have been to the left side, whether it's been around the outside or up the middle. This is a different formation, still run on the left side. That's why you got guys jumping on the left side.
All right, Degon, so we're less than 4 minutes remaining.
A lot of time.
Plenty of time, but that clock's going to keep running. Remember, we're going with a running game here, which means clock's just going to keep ticking away, and you need a touchdown. A field goal's not going to be good enough to get you into the second round.
No, it's not. And again, we've seen an interception from Eric V, but we really haven't seen them get stopped until that first drive where Vic accidentally fumbled it off of a weird animation. You're feeling the pressure to score all 7 here.
Now, Degon, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
The entire game we've watched as they've stuck with the running play. Now you find yourself forced into passing. Now, is this where not having that X factor from Vic could come into play? Because, hey, because you didn't throw those passes earlier, it's going to be that much more difficult. What is going on here?
They're going to punt. They're going to trust the defense and try to get a hold here.
They're going to trust the defense with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining.
Doable. Very doable. Hit stick there on my boy Champ Bailey.
It's possible, but you know, the sun's getting pretty low there, big fella.
It is. You got 2 top offense. They had a play call that they didn't like, so got to be careful here. I think for the opposite side, if you're Eric V, you want to just take your time. Take your time here.
I mean, because, why not use all the possible time? You're sticking with running plays. Clock's going to keep running. Just milk that play clock for as much time as you possibly can, because that way you give them the ball back at worst with very little time and very little time to work with.
Yep, definitely. And you can see the clock on the top right. Again, it rolls down after you make the play call, and then it speeds up the game just a bit. So 5 minutes actually isn't 5 minutes. The clock's rolling. Nice step there.
Yeah, I want to say there's about a 10-second roll-off? Even if you do the hurry up?
Yep. If you do it depends on how long it took your guys to get back in the huddle, how far downfield did they run. Sometimes 10, sometimes it's 12, whatever it is, but they'll have to keep an eye on it. 1 timeout remaining, 3rd and 7. This could be the game.
Down situation.
Yep. Man, what a first game it's been back and forth already. Oh, he sprints backwards, buys space. Nice catch.
All kind of space. Gonna grab the first down. Woo! That's exactly what he needed. Couldn't get out of bounds.
I don't know why that said that. It said Michael Vick 1 for 5. That's his first pass of the day, but he had 1 pass and touchdown earlier, didn't he?
I thought he did.
Yeah. So that's his 2nd completion of the day here for Eric V, but it works out.
You know, the stats got to catch up. That's all it is.
All right, so now the 2-minute warning, first down, timeout. It's going to be mathematically possible, but in reality, insanely difficult here for the combo of T-Dap to come back here.
I mean, really, they would need a huge hit stick, knock it loose with a fumble, pick up some great yards. Like that's really what they got to be. They got to be looking to play aggressive here. Oh, that flag on the play.
Oh, no. So it's a face mask. I think that still stops the clock. Yeah, clock is stopped, so they get yardage, puts them closer to field goal range, but doesn't really change anything. If anything, it actually helps out the defense. They have to get a whole new set of 10 yards.
Yep.
Small little football detail.
Minute 56 remaining. Again, kind of resetting them in that position of now got to pick up 10 yards.
Yeah.
However, you can see now the defense is playing aggressively. They're going for the aggression right here because they need it. They need a strip.
Yep. Keep going around the outside. Nice tackle there by Urlacher backwards. Call that timeout. Maybe. Oh, they're going to let the clock run. But that's a big tackle there, 1 yard loss to slow it down and say, hey, look, you can't just continue to run to the outside.
Already down to a minute 20 remaining.
Yep, they saved that timeout.
Just 6 seconds on that play clock. I'm going to take it off there at 5. Oh, going to get nice user juke, but still brought down on the backfield again.
A couple yards forward, 1 yard forward, but what I'm liking here is that there's always someone bouncing to the outside. As the timeout was called, it wasn't called right away.
Yeah,
so
wasted
I think
a lot of time there.
Yeah, like 7 seconds or something like that. But I'm liking how they're making sure there's always someone on the outside to contain, force Saquon back to the inside, and he's going down after he breaks 1 tackle.
All right, Degon, so in this situation, you got no timeouts remaining. 3rd and 10 situation. Now we're dealing in the realm of it's possible, but unlikely.
Yeah.
You cannot allow them to pick up first down.
Sure. If you get the stop here, they let the clock go all the way down. Oh, that's a big tackle.
That's a big stop there.
They should get the ball back with about 20 seconds after this field goal.
So, guys, just to remind you, what could happen here if they're able to get this one through the uprights and they're able to grab this field goal, then that's going to put them in a position where they would still have to score and make the point after.
Sure.
So it's not a given just getting on the score at this point.
Yeah.
But that's all assuming that this field goal is good.
This is also a big field goal, and earlier we saw Eric V had some trouble when it came down to the backstretch. Yeah, he's able to get that.
That was an accurate, nice kick, sailing through the uprights. There we go.
Joey Sly.
All right, so all the pressure now on the team of T-Dap, Trip, and Ethan. Comes down to this. They're going to get the ball 39 seconds. They got to go all the way down the field, grab the point, and the extra point.
All right, well, keep an eye on it. That's a lot of time. That was a lot more time than what I thought they were going to have initially after that stop. Still 35 seconds, decent amount of time.
Yeah, but again, 35 seconds for a team that has not been going to the air. They've been sticking with the running game.
That's true.
That is not a lot of time.
Yeah.
At least going to the pass. Incomplete passes are going to stop the clock for you.
Yeah. T-Dap with the critical error earlier on 4th down, thrown the pick and ran back by Tecmo Bowl. He's going to have to come up huge here for the offense. Man, there's a lot of press coverage here, only one safety high. What happened? Vic going around the outside?
Oh, Vic brought down huge in the backfield. That is a monster play.
Yeah, 12-second runoff. Clock is rolling. They got to get a play in. This might just be it. Throw it quick. Oh,
the pick. Perfect timing user pick. Tecmo Bowl. 2 monster plays in the first round. I mean, that's going to be it.
That is it.
That's going to be it.
We were, again, waiting to see what Tecmo Bowl was all about. 2 picks in the same game. That closes it out there.
You know what? T-Dap just didn't have enough to get it done. T-Dap, Trip, and Ethan getting knocked out. Game number 1 in the first round. But you got to give credit where credit's due. T-Dap, of course, went to the finals in the last GGL and won it with big Snoop Dogg.
He did.
Unfortunately, today, going to be a bridesmaid, not a bride.
Yeah, and both quarterbacks made mistakes, right? Eric V didn't play a perfect game. He threw that deep pass earlier when he had a wide open underneath route. Instead, it gets picked off. The difference is his mistake didn't cost 7 points.
So, Digon, I got to go back to this real quick. You got to wonder, so with both teams sticking so heavily on the running game, and the game really coming down to needing a pass late on, because they didn't have that X factor from Mike Vick, that really kind of held you back at the end of the game because it says, hey, you haven't prepared yourself for a situation like the end of that game.
Yeah, again, no one felt comfortable throwing. Might be because it's 3v3, you don't trust one of your receivers, but at the end of the day, it gets done. And Eric V, Tecmo Bowl, and Young Sag moving on.
They're moving on to round number 2.
What a game, man. That was an exciting game to watch.
Yeah, it was.
First round action, chemistry, meshed. I mean, that was a great game.
It was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed myself. Who's next?
That was great to watch, guys. We're having a great time. I think do we have Paris in the field? No?